So what we are doing today is we are going to remove both this front forks, like the front shock absorbs, and we are going to see if there's correct amount of oil inside, because many forums say that usually the oil levels in the forks will be not at the correct level. So we are going to remove this, check the oil level, check if everything is good inside, and then I'll give you an update on this. Before you take out the fork, just measure with the scale to the top end. 1 second. So just measure this and take a note of it. This says 8 mm, but it has to be 10 mm. So yeah, there was a difference. ಹೇಳ್ಸಿದ್ರು. So our shocks are off, and now we have to do the hard bit. So we are removing the top cap. Yes. There's the spacer. The oil and the spring. So the oil is a bit sludgy. Engidi oil?
Oil swap hard oil.
Just let it drain for some time. First goes the spring.
Oil production.
So nice bounce to it. Then goes the washer. Now he's filling the fork oil. I'm using a Mortal 10W fork oil for you to see. So the correct amount is 430 ml each fork. So that is 430 plus 430. And please don't overfill or underfill the required amount. If you overfill, you'll have a very hard shocks, and if you underfill, then again the knocking sound might creep up. And now goes the spacer. And on top of the spacer we have our preload adjuster. Here there will be a difference. If you have the stock top cap, it will be different than what I have here. The stock doesn't come with a preload adjuster. So we are fixing it back again. Make sure that it aligns with your headlights and your stem. And it's a bit tricky at the top. Make sure that you have left the specified, so the workshop manual says 10 mm, so this is tapered. Take a scale and just measure it here. So just tighten the nuts, make sure that they are in place, and repeat the same process for the other fork. So we are tightening the forks. Tighten all the Allen keys properly. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 Allen keys which hold the fork. So make sure that they are all tight, and just check for the ply. There's no ply, so we are all good. Now we are gonna fit the tire and we are gonna fit the disc brakes. Now there goes the brake caliper. Make sure that when you remove the brake caliper, do not press the front brake. If you do press it, then the two pads will jam. Then you have to go through another process to get it back into its original place. So do not press the brake when you have taken out the caliper. Just tighten it, and we are ready. Let's take her out for a spin and see if we have any difference. And yes, I took it out for a spin. Most of the issues that was there is solved now, and the ride is really comfortable. There are no knocking sounds. I mean, there is a bit of sound, but that is because of the bottoming out or the topping out. But there's the handling is amazing. There is when you go around the corners, the handling, before I was not so confident, but now you can go into the corner with confidence. Now I have to play with this preload adjusters so that I get my proper preload set. And that's about it. Stay safe. Cheers.